Hello, welcome back to my channel. And today I brought in this, it's a dwarf Hinoki cypress as far as I know. It's planted on this rock. I got this rock a few years back and it has kind of it had a ledge on it here. So I planted this tree on it. I drilled a hole through the rock to the back here and I just put a wire just to anchor the tree. It does well once it's kept well watered, but the problem is, one, you can see how easy the water is to run off it, and two, when like we've had the last few days, a lot of sun, so that's the problem when you have things planted root over rock and things like that. The rocks get very hot, which dries out the soil extra quick. So my plan is to put it in this tray. There's no holes in this tray, so this will hold water. So one, I'm hoping to build a kind of a wick out of moss, which will soak up the water up to here, and two, it might help to keep the rock a bit cooler in the strong sun. So as you can see, the soil is kind of it kind of washes off too as well. So, you know, the moss eventually like either gets ripped off by the birds or washes away or whatever, and eventually it kind of ends up like this, or all the roots are starting to show. So I'm going to recover it now and try and give it a bit of TLC to try and get it back growing good again. It normally comes back pretty good once I do something like this to it. It's just it hasn't been done now for a while, so it's tending to get a bit thin and a bit weak looking. So I've got this fresh sphagnum moss. So my plan is to somehow create a wick going, if you imagine, up the side. I can get some kind of long bits of it. Like this. And then just kind of maybe up this side too. Just build it up around the side like that, so it goes down here. Put some at the back there, just so it kind of keeps it. I'm hoping the plan is that they will stay damp when this fills with water. I won't just have it as a dish, I'll put something in here just to make it look a bit good. And then if you ever want to show the tree or anything, like I showed this tree before a few years back, I can just lift the rock off and, you know, just take off the bottom bits of moss, and then it'll just be the tree sitting up on the rock again. This is just to keep it healthy. I might put a little bit around the base of this one here. Build it up like that. I don't know how great it's to work, but it can't do any harm. If anything, it'll only do good. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is give this a spray, try and get it to soften up a bit. Let's just get a little bucket here I have. Just got a bit of old compost and stuff in here now. I'm just going to break this up in here as well. There's some of this sphagnum moss. Mix that up a bit. This is just to kind of help the moss to stick to it. So it's just kind of like that, and then I'm just going to build it around here again now. stones and things in there, we don't want them. Just to help build it out a bit, because the roots are just starting to come to the surface there now. Just bring that down that way a bit. Okay, got that done. Now, just clean the hands a bit. I brought some moss in here now. We can just gonna trim off the back of it, the soil a bit like this, so it's just as thin as I can get it, basically. It's quite thick stuff, so I'll trim that off. But what I'll do is I'll just trim it so they collect that, because you spread that over your soil, it'll help spread your moss, the spores, so I might as well keep it. I'm just trimming the top off now here. Maybe I should move the camera back just a little bit so you can see what's going on a bit better. So I'm just trimming off the top a bit, making it a bit thinner, and the bottom I already have done. I'll give that a bit of a spray now. Now, I've got this on here. You're going to best to use the biggest piece as you can. Knock it in. It'll all hold itself. And then we get some of these little bendy eggs, bits of wire that were bent into a little hoop. I'll just pin that in now, so I can get it into that. Up here. Okay, so that will do that side. Just a long bit here, so again I'll just trim off the top a bit. Maybe just take some of the soil off the bottom as well, just to again get it a bit thinner, stick a bit better. Again, we'll put a few pins into it. Here. This then should hopefully lock in the moisture next time we see the tree, hopefully it'll be starting to flourish a bit better. Just a bit up the top there we could slot a piece into. This was actually the very first tree I worked on when I made my channel. Need to make some more pins. Just cut off some pieces of wire here, and I'll just bend them around and stick them in. One there, one up there. Okay, so let's trim them bits back now, so we get to see a little bit of the rock in there. Jam it because of the weight of the rock is a bit unbalanced, it keeps spinning. If we can. Okay. So now for the front here, just to make it look a little bit nice, so it's not just a dish for holding water. Maybe put something in there, maybe some gravel. Some of this old gravel. Just fill that in there. That'll help that. Another piece of wire in there. Okay, and then maybe we'll put some sand over the gravel then. Get some sand. Sand will probably just work its way to the bottom, but it doesn't really matter. It's only to hold moisture in. Just so the pot isn't sitting there with just full of water, going stagnant looking. At least make it look a little bit nice. Okay, maybe just for parents' sakes we could maybe find I'll go and have a look and see what rocks I have, and then we'll come back if I can find any that match. Okay, I've looked around to see what rocks I have. I brought some biggish ones, probably too big. This one's not too bad, but still a bit big. And then I also have some of these little grey ones, which kind of match a little bit with the rock itself. We did something kind of like that, so it's like a kind of a cliff on the beach scene kind of a thing. Okay, so maybe we'll go with that one, with them. Right, so now all we need to do is add a little bit of detail stones in there. Show what we got. We got some coarser sand. We'll put some of that in, and maybe some of these stones here. These guys. Build a kind of a shoreline. With a bit of this coarser sand again, just to put near the edges. That. I just need a little bit more of this sand at the front. Looks like it's gonna. Tiny bit more of this over here. Okay, that's a little spray. And give the tree a good watering. Like that, this will fill with water. Now the back of the pot, forward. We should probably fill in here, as this is all, as you can see, just empty. Or will I leave? Maybe I'll leave that. Because then I can look in the back and see if it's got water in it. Then I'll know it's full of water. You can't see it from here anyway. Okay, so that's that guy done. I will be working on another one of my basically beach scene rocks. I'll just show you that one. I'll switch this one over. Okay, this is another one. Again, it's planted on a rock. This is a Scots pine. It will need styling, but I might just give it a bit of a weeding and sort out the. This is supposed to be a beach down here as well, but as you can see, it's pretty overgrown. So I'll work on that. I won't put you through the pain of watching me do the whole thing, same as the other one. But I'll work on it and then we'll just have a look at it when it's done. Okay, so I'm just giving this one a good weeding and put some sand around it. Put it in the bottom, cleaned off the rock a bit. You can see how this was planted on top of the rock. But again, like the other one, I put the moss down into the tray in a few places, and you can see how the roots, so back here, have worked their way down the moss and into the tray. And just helps to keep the tree watered and the top of it moist. So this one needs a bit more moss on it, but I don't have any in here at the moment, so I'll have to get some in a while, but you get the kind of gist of it. Again, we'll just put a few little scatter stones around the base, just give it an idea of a shoreline, and then some coarse sand if I can find where to put it. Yeah, okay, it's going missing. Behind the camera. Okay, we'll just again put a little bit of that sprinkled in. Just gives the impressions of smaller stones. It just kind of breaks up the sand a bit. Okay, so that's just another one. Again, same idea. Get the moss down into the pot then fills with water. Not sure if this one has drainage holes in it or not, but because the rock is sitting over the drainage holes, it's only letting the water very slowly. It's a nice rock that I'd see. It's a shame it's all covered so much because there's a lot of character in it, a lot of like cracks and things. But yeah, the tree, we'll give it a styling a bit later on in the year. I just took all the wire off there last winter I think it was, and just left it. I trimmed all the old needles back because they were quite big. Okay, so that's just two of my trees that I have on rocks again to try and keep them cool. This video is more to show how I keep the rocks cool and the tops of the soil moist rather than how I style the trees and stuff. So if you have nice rocks and that and you have a tree planted on them, just be careful because the rocks do heat up in the sun and hold the heat a lot longer. So again, if you like this video, give it the thumbs up, subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.